see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense will go on the attack first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hendricks. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got out of trouble and throws. The short hands. It's Jones. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Under fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
And after the failed connection on second down, this offense faces a third down. Makes the catch. It's Jones. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. The Sooners offense will get the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship, really important to get off to a good start. Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Running to the left. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. And the Sooners are on the move. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on fourth down. Still going. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The play-action fake. Looking to scramble. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes he's...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll try the run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The handoff to Johnson. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That's reeled in. It's Jones. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Key. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Off-play action on first down. Looking to buy time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. Runs through the tackle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. Quarterback has to protect himself. Gets down with the slide. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield. First and 10.
Well, this guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the pre.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Fights off a defender. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Complete on the comeback. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Leaves it with the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They kick it away on fourth down. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. It's complete on the right side. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Johnson. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this 1st half as good as you possibly can.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. To the air on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the left. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
So now it's 2nd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Oh, they're after him. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on 1st down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Going for it all. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. And I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
This time it's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the move kind. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll start the third quarter with the run. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down.
Turning it on! Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Making side adjustments here. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great, and this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another another offensive odyssey. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Snap it to the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, the slant routes are just typically one of those that it's a timing route. It's a big body route. A lot of times I throw it to my big guy who's going to catch it and give me positive yards most of the time.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Hauls it in at the 25. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Here's the handoff. He breaks the tackle. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds space on the right. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down, looking for more. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can find.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? Max got it. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
And with that stop by this defense, now I think it's interesting because obviously the scoreboard, multiple possessions, what I need to accomplish. Do you kick it now because it's a long yardage 4th down situation, or do you say, nope, I'm going for the touchdown?
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. The Sooners buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. They'll give it to Johnson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Plucks it out of the air. Finds a crease at the 20. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Finds some room. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They put another score on the board as they try to push this. Streak first and 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points up.
Looking deep down the right side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Gamecocks decide to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Secures it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Can't make the play on the interception. And, man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Punt is in the air. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
He makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option to give. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Can they catch him. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and then limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.